This ain't nothing for the pack.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
He goes, tap! 250!
Check play 47. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Kill, kill, kill.
40 gut! 40 gut!
On first down at Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm coming! I'm coming!
This looks like a free play for Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Mike 47!
Hey, watch the lane. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh!
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Yep.
Motion, motion, motion.
Five.
No. Off.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
10 Lobo.
Here we go. Watch the edge. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Greystone Travis.
Go, Mike 51.
Hey, Orbit. Lee Griffin.
From the 41, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Shift! Watch the shift!
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 52.
Now Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I'm coming.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Switch.
On second down, here's Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
44, Mike, 40.
To throw on third down, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check 43.
Go.
Throwing on second down. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a third and short here.
On the double. Hey, wahoo!
Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run. Right there, 54, right there.
6'6", bullet high. Hit it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So how big might the special teams mistake be there? Running into the kicker, and that penalty leads to 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Go.
From the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing Jones. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Down, 90 Wolf.
Let's go, baby, turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Rip left, rip left.
Ready to go. Ready.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Gonna throw deep, and Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
You don't want no problem.
Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Come on now.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You don't want none. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. 36.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They don't want it.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, his 4th touchdown on the year. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of points. Tie the game up. It's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. motion here on first down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Good job.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Tight dog, smooth.
Now Jones. Caught right side, Tate. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Giants.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
25, check 25, check 25.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Jim.
Topper. Hey, high 7. Say go.
Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones operating from the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I got it. Check three.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Haywood! Big grip!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone. Both sevens and Mike.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some changes you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 16 yards, a first down.
Let's go.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A gain of 6 there on first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down now, Barkley, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Set, ready, 60 yards. X3, 218, chopper.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up.
Hey,
now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Protein spill.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
And 5.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Tate's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
Ready.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Bravo.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw again on second down. Jones, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing
2nd and 1. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
The defense is going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Rip right. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here's McKissick. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set, lady.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Where's 52?
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Joker, 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 joker.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing to Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's where you belong.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. James has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. We got 4.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
He wasn't ready.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down, 4 down. Alert. Check.
White.
Check, check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Got a man. It's Amendola. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
I can't believe they didn't let you play.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Daniels able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
What we got? Watch twins. Watch twins.
Blue draw corkers. Hey, orbit. Get it.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many
syllable
syllables.
word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 40, check, he's coming.
All you get is a headache.
Fire.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 11 now. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Giants on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third and 11. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes Amendola. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And pushing up their lead, the Titans have scored again. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Here I come.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collected, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Check. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Deep grip.
Now Jones on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devon Kennard in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This from 51 yards for the win. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Strong right, strong right, strong right. Four down, check.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Always got some breathing room. C.J. Anderson. Touchdown, Detroit. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.